Open double finals. Had to take a minute, get a little refreshment. We are back though. I feel like there should be a rack on the board here. I know I started it right when they were breaking off. I thought the first rack there. 11 minutes in and there's a lot of balls out there. Try to dice that 14 in the corner. Rattle, rattle, but no fall down. All right. I was going to say, if that doesn't fall in the side there, I'm going to start questioning gravity. Jeez. Good shot there, though. Way to make the best out of a slightly bad situation. 5 ball works next. 6 ball is kind of out in the middle of the table. It's kind of one of those shots, I think, if you get rotten perfect for the combo, 6, 4, or 2, gosh darn it. One of these days I'm going to tell my blues and purples apart. Just not today. But anyway, that blue-hued solid ball. See when it decides to go in. Decisions made for him. 6 ball is the only thing he can see. Not a bad thing. Don't have a great peak of an angle here. If he can miss the 12 with the cue ball, he should let this run out some. If he can't, might try to manipulate the angle a little bit. Well enough. Try to put a little bit of help to get this a little closer to the middle of the table. Good shot there. Good speed to leave. Just a nice shot out in the middle of the table there. Comes out of the shot line there a little bit. 8 ball is going to dance and come back up the table, leaving some opportunities for the stripes that are out there to find some pockets to go into. Looks like the 13 stayed clean there. Could have definitely got worse. 9 ball plays anyway, so whatever they feel they need to do here. Gonna leave his partner on the rail here. Angle well enough that he should be able to just stay flat and follow through. Sometimes is the case when you're along the rail, you want to jack the back of the stick up. Don't need to. It makes the accuracy even worse. Good shot there. Take a guess here that it's going to be 12, 15, 10, 8. Doesn't have to do much with this cue ball. And does too much. Just needed to roll it. These diamond pockets do not like much pace, much spin, much anything other than center pocket music. Sometimes to a level of annoyance. Everybody's finding right now. Guess just due diligence to look at the cue balls on the side here, but should be rolling up towards the 12, trying to get the cue ball back down middle table. Probably wanted to hit that just with a little bit more pace. Flyer to the overhead here. I'm not sure if the 10 ball sneaks in past the 15. It would be helpful if it did. Don't have to risk getting the cue ball anywhere near the 8. Definitely trying to see if the angle's there. Looks like it's gosh darn close. It was not there. Going to be frustrated at that. Sold the farm for too cheap right there. Eight ball down. We'll see if we get any kind of update on the score here. I know there has to be at least now one rack in. Finally, somebody hits some buttons on a phone somewhere. Gives us a couple sticks. Hold on. I just wanted to check the score. They said, hey, it's not updating, as we seen as well. So, wasn't them, wasn't us. It was just a little technology. Maybe somebody said they hit the button and didn't. Who knows? At any rate, the score's correct. Slide back out in the mix here. Shot wants the cue ball to really slow down. Not at all where they were hoping to be. See if they decide to try to take over that bottom pocket. Trying to roll the 12 into the 6. Tried a different route there. Still quite the mess down there. 2, 3, 5, 7, just all clogged up. 7's coming out. Good shot there. I would imagine probably up the table now. Especially with the 12 ball laying up above the 2 and 3. You can get one of them moving now. I absolutely would. 2 ball looks to be on a fairly good line for that as well. Just a bit outside. Going to leave some interesting look for stripes here. Nothing really set great. Not sure this is the move here. There's a lot of ask there to be moving your stripes and make 2 of their solids. might have come up with another shot there. Guess some people don't see the camera behind them. It's pretty big. I don't know how they miss it. Good work on the cue ball there. Gonna slide out here. 3 ball accessible. Good angle to get the cue ball working back up the table. 2 and 4 are on that end. Pulled the cue ball a little further than he would have liked. Gonna have to do a little work here to hold it for the 2. 9 ball's kind of near where it might help. You can just bump it like so. Good shot there. Sets for a nice angle just to run down that side of the table there. Hits the point. Still leaves the cut angle. Isn't going to be happy with leaving it so sharp now. Doesn't look like the 11 gets in the way to bump scratch or anything like that, so a little thin, but still should be a okay shot. Good effort there. Using all the pocket available for him. See, we are popping a big old blue scorecard there already. That means not here to make friends. On the hill, trying not to let a second set transpire here. See, that's a pretty good pairing at a 64 level. Sometimes it just works that way though. I know a couple players that by themselves are okay, but together do shoot probably even a little above what their skill level would be. Sometimes you just get a comfort level with people and things tend to naturally flow together. I know for me, doubles is one of my funner games to play. Mostly because it allows me to concentrate on a ball. And then my crazy mind gets to take a little small break, allow somebody else to concentrate, and then I can get back to it. So for the ADHD in me, it helps me process some of that sometimes. Then other times it's just is what it is. That's what they are feeling right now. Not too up, not too down. Everybody just seems to be going through. Don't really feel a big sense of urgency down here. Might be a little dust from setting a little while. Sometimes that happens to you when you get a good run through the A side. I mean, I never like to have the thought that the next rack or next set that I play, if I lose, that I'm out. But it does keep you playing a little more. And again, for myself, it adds just a little extra pressure. Tells my brain, hey dummy, you might want to concentrate a little more here. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Not sure the out process here. Just trying to get everything moving, I suppose. Probably wouldn't have been very satisfied had the 12 gone in. Not going to be as mad. Cue ball doesn't get really anywhere great. Defense would be the call here. Trying to find the 3 and 2, I would think. Oh, no. Well, why were they so looking everything over there? One ball straight in the hole. Didn't even know it had room to fit the gap there. Got a little better angle here. Not too bad, trying to see the little safety here. Didn't get the snooker though. 9 ball's still kind of out there. He's going to try to at least get it rolling to a pocket blocker. Not too concerned with just anything but keeping the cue ball safe. Or no, he said, I got you on the 12, so he was full make mode there. I thought that was the two-way shot, but the two-way being the safe and better part of it. As per usual, what the heck do I know? 2 and 3 do not get great there. I don't think I'm moving anything but the 7 here. Does ease it over into the hole there. Not sure if making it was to anybody's benefit. We shall soon find out. Again, looking like they were trying to own a little real estate. Not much there, though. They're still looking at running out here. He said, I'll make the 12, you make the 9. I'm playing safe because I need a ball in hand to get out here. I don't hit them that good. Well, he said he'd make his. He lied. Wasn't for lack of effort. Saying the ball hit both insides of the pocket and didn't go. That's the diamond way. You put speed on it, they don't go. Unless you play on the, let's be polite here, the league cut diamond tables. It might go on that one. The only thing I'll say is anytime you bitch about a diamond, you should just be happy you're not playing on a valley. Trying to just bump the 9 down there some. Pretty successful at least that part of it. Try to get out of everybody's back here, see if we can find a shot for them. If they're going to find a shot for us. It's like just trying to play a little 8-ball containment here. Don't know what he wants to do here. Trying to hope to find a option. trying to find a camera option here. On the pocket. Don't know if it's to make it or not. It is. Don't know why you're making that ball. Let's see if they find the safe here. 8 balls clogged up. Slide to the overhead here. You can see the 2 looks to be on the rail. 3's off a little bit, but got some gap. Gonna want to move the 2-3. That's what I'm thinking there. See if you can get the 3 to roll out to the 8. You also want to be careful you don't sell it out here either. Ew, a little tongue-tied there. Can very easily get some things bumping to the wrong spot. I'm hitting a little harder, probably trying to make the 2. Because I don't think that's going to be good enough. Slide over here. Yeah, he sees a good chunk of it. That's an outstanding shot right there. Definitely a lack of defensive effort all around there. But as it is, it is. 3-1. Lucky Ducks say not so fast. I mean, they are a 90 for a reason. I would expect them to be able to put together possibly even a rack or 2. Fairly good combined skill level, and especially that they've made it to the finals. I feel like that skill level should be kind of accurate because they've probably been given the most weight out of everybody all day. See what they figure out here. Already have some partner interference. The open double semifinal teams were having a chuckle about that. Teams having partners that were sharking the partner, shooting the ball, going, "Hey, where are you playing at?" Sticking the stick out towards pockets, tapping the table. It's like, you wouldn't do that when your opponent's up. Why in the heck are you doing that while your partner's up? Speed play there. I think they were just trying to maybe hold it for the 5. Looking down here, they may have been successful with that. 6 ball doesn't play. 4 ball plays up the table. Something might play into the cushion and 9-1 area, but don't believe that a good hit with a cue ball would result if you were going after the 1. Must have enough of a window to be making the 6 and finding a spot. Just tries to roll the 6 into the corner. Not sure if they were trying to get a little nudge on the 1 as well there. I'd like to put all the players on little earpiece so I can go, "What were you trying to do there?" But I'd have to say I'd be pretty annoyed with that, so great bank. Would have just rather had a little bit better of a leave out of it. As I said, I might be a little annoyed if that goes in, and I would be here. Long enough, just caught a little thick. Trying to miss the 2-ball. Little points of tiredness here. 11:16 on a Saturday night. Any a time that you're going to find a reason to suck it up, pull together. A little bit of cash in the open doubles final should make them eyes open a little wider. I know anytime I hear extra money having a chance to go in my pocket, it piques my interest. Slide to the up here. Good shot there. Still some work to be done though, for sure. Still know what goes down in there. Messy. Definitely messy. Just trying to take over a little pocket real estate here. Trying to get that draw to work for him. Gets it to it. Just doesn't get it through it. These guys are going to have me to the overhead here primarily soon. Can't seem to keep everybody's heads out of my way. They're the ones that need to be looking, so I will find alternative methods. Been well that I think that I've only had and have bothered one player throughout the event here, and that was only because her chair was just right on the plug of one of my cameras and kept flickering me on and off. Once I got that resolved, everything's been smooth sailing. Hoping for some smooth sailing there. We'll take another attempt there at holding up a straight ball from finding a pocket. Does pretty well there. It may still go up to the corner. Not going to worry about it. Probably would have preferred the 12 to stay between the cue and the 6. But as it is, it did not. Down the table we'll be looking here. $13 ball is the call. And I'm not sure why you make a ball here, especially the 13. That does absolutely nothing for you. Doesn't even have that much shape built into it to where you can maybe let one rock and roll around the table. We'll definitely be trying to find something else here, and he is. Guess would be okay with that result. Yeah, I see no reason to start putting the opponent's balls in yet, that's for sure. 15 is called. Trying to use the 9, pinch the cute ball into the rail. Very good shot there. Works the 10 out as well. 8 ball does not work out though. Pockets are limited for it. Cue ball runs a little bit. That's going to be a good shot. Maybe not exactly where they were expecting to play it, but from the overhead here we can see it laid in a pretty good line for a couple different things. This will be some matter of preference here. I'm probably looking at the side pocket. Don't have to use much speed. Good shot there. Decisions here. That way is probably the way. Just a little higher up on the rail. Just want to be cognizant of where the cue ball is going here. Gets a little club bounce from the 6 ball. Not sure how much of that was planned. Gonna want something to happen here. Does not leave the greatest of angles on the 8 ball. However, I'll take it just about any look at a money ball. Especially one fairly standard here. Appears to be on a pretty good track to bank it. Didn't have to manipulate it at all. Good shot there. Had a little wiggle. Lucky Ducks. Chip another one up on the board here. 1-5 race. Still a significant hill to climb. But when your team skill level is 90, you should have the firepower in there to do it. And they are definitely trying it. Off the break again here, rack number 6. 8 ball gets moving out. Not sure anything went. Doesn't appear to. Wide open. Stripes look to be the best of the suits. 13 owns a little bit more of a pocket than anything else. He's going to use the 5 to try to open it up, I guess. Doesn't do any of it. Now, solids probably will be the suit to pick because you can get the 5 moving, although where's the cue ball go out of here? That's my question. 6 is tied up. So all kind of things not going the way of the players here on both sides. Pretty stock standard straight 1 ball here. Coming down under for the 4. We'll see if the 2 or 6 have any room here. Maybe some off the rail help for the 2 ball under the 13. Let's say if you can make the 6 off the rail off the 13, then you go ahead and just make the 4, push it up and do that now. Kind of like that there. Try to leave as much of the cue ball as you can for your partner. Doesn't have to give it too awful much pace here. You want to get to the long rail and down a little bit. Trying to make sure that you have somewhere to play the 2 ball. Good little rub right there. That'll do. See if the gap is there for the 2 in the side. If it is, I believe the gap is also there for the 3 in the corner. He's aiming down the table, so I guess the gap isn't there. Sure felt like it from the overhead. Slide over to you here. Looked like there was a little window between the 8 and the 12, but possibly not. Holds the cue ball up. Doesn't leave a lot of pockets. So the options seemed like they were a lot there, but the problem was this, and what do you have for your next ball? Just everything gap-wise just kind of blocks everything up. If 15 goes through, then you're good, but I don't think it does either. I believe the cue ball is hemmed up on everything else. So easy shot turns into less than satisfied leave. 14 ball might be the only thing you can really cut. Safety play coming up. Looks like they left the 7 ball though. Not sure why that was the play. I'm always intrigued by why players do certain things. See if they just a lot of times don't realize where the balls are going to end up, or just sometimes even get a little skid or a little bad roll that we might not see here. Definitely don't want to broadcast any wrong information. Stripes are now open, as I say. Not just open, they're open. Seems like they're getting tight to the next shots here. A little fatigue setting in, been a long day. Shots just not finding the right lines that they were earlier. See who can open them eyes up and power through here. Look out, 8 ball. Ask these boys and girls why they get that dadgum thing moving so much. Maybe they have low blood pressure in the South and they need something to spike it up a little. I've got anxiety and bad cholesterol, so I'm trying to find things to level mine out. Cutting the 3 here. Was a fantastic attempt at it. Was a little concerned that it might scratch, but would have been just fine even if it had went. Maybe even a little better than it is now, but none of that matters. 3 ball is still up, and this team's looking for some stripes to go down. Just out of the shot there a little bit. I said, not sure if little fatigue's creeping in here or otherwise. I'm gonna leave it right there for a straight 8 into the side. Stay down, every ball counts here. That's a good shot. Staying alive are the Lucky Ducks. Bound and determined to make this a game yet. Open doubles final. Break coming up. Second ball, as most everybody has been doing. 8 ball almost gets in there. They would have really enjoyed that. Could have chipped a little bit more of that handicap away. Made a 1-3 race, as it is still 1-4. Things are open here. And if I'm that team that's a skill level 90, I am looking desperately for a way to get back to the table. Not here to make friends. A little long on the next shot here. Wanted that cue ball to get off the rail some, but it found a way to stay. 5 ball and the cue ball do not find a way to stay. Chance that the Lucky Ducks were looking for have arrived. Table's even a little better shape than after a break. A little less traffic, a couple balls out there. Gonna find a way here to get 7 down. One tricky ball there, kind of around the 3 ball. Looks like the 9 ball on the rail. Seven ball has a little real estate for the 11 taken up. May want to address that now. 14 should lead to the 8 at this point. Kind of manufactured a ball for that. Maybe a little unknowingly, but we'll take it all the same. That's why I said with 8 ball, you want to definitely build a pattern to start, but at any point you run, you should freely be able to change it if you see something that works better the whole way through. Again, no right or wrong way to get out of an 8 ball rack, but there are definitely easier and harder ways to do it. It's kind of weird that I think probably some of the hardest that I've ever worked to get out of an 8 ball rack, when I look back over it, I could see so many ways that I could have eased my way through it. And of course, hindsight's always 20/20. But it sort of makes me realize it's not right and wrong. There's plenty of ways. 9 ball here. See if this 3 ball will cooperate. It does for the most part. Cue ball was always going to be a little free. Peeked the ear out, heard him say he was worried about the 2 ball getting in the way there or something. Not going to have to worry about it here in a second. Oh. Was that a commentator curse? Did I get him? I hope not. I don't want to do that to anybody. Of course it isn't. I'm not superstitious like that. I didn't move the stick. Pocket's just not accepting of touching anything going in, especially with not any kind of speed on it. See it time and time again. We'll say one thing that I've taken away from all the pool that I've watched here this week that I'll take back to my game is just try to find a way to hit things even softer. Really try to work to dial down my speed, have a little bit more speed adjustment in them softer shots. Good attempt there to come up and try to get a chunk of that. Probably just as well it didn't go. See what the pattern of play is here. Obviously, 8-ball has a pocket where the 2-ball is. So if I'm running out, I'm shooting a 2-ball first. I'm shooting 2-1. Probably, well, let me look at this here. Yeah, I probably still would have. But from ground level, sometimes that's a different thought and a different shot. At any rate, he's here. Well shot there. May try to go ahead and pocket the 4 here. I mean, it's a little bit tough on the table. 3-ball still resides out in a good spot, but that is not the case here. I think the 3-ball miss is worse than the 4-ball miss, but you don't want to miss. But I just felt like that's what was going to happen. I don't know. Have my Swami hat on or something. Trying to work the cue ball back around the 8. Pretty stock bank here. At least as they can be anyway. Just a little wide of the angle. Wide and try to use a little power to shorten it up. Just deaccelerated a little bit on the ball there. I don't know why he was even looking at the 2. I am 4-ball all the way here. If you get an inch or 2 of draw out of it, super. If you don't, just as well, I would say. Try to not do things the hard way here. And that's why I said the 4-ball should be the ball to go after. If you miss it, it doesn't leave it easy. Except for guys that bank that good. Outstanding shot right there. Gonna keep them Lucky Ducks still hanging around. 3-1 race, or I should say 1-3 race. We're gonna come up to the top here. I'm gonna leave you guys here for a second. I gotta take a little commentator break. I'll be right back. All right, back didn't miss too much of the action here. Still working their way through rack number 8. Lucky Ducks trying to hang on here, stave off elimination, and work this to a second set. Not here to make friends, trying to stop the bleeding here and get that one more game needed to seal the deal. $11 does good not to get stuck up for the 9 next. Slide back over here to the shoulder. Looks like there is some combo possibilities with the 2 stripes close to our lower corner. Looks like they can work over to it right now. You can see from this angle. Slide ourselves up here a little bit. Must have bumped my camera. Floats it out some here. Looking down this line, going to be hitting the right side of the 13, which is going to make the cue ball go to the right. 13 is going to go to the left. So cue ball pace is going to be important here. May want to let this go a little bit. Try to come around the table. Look outside pocket. Is successful getting around that. That's why I kind of felt that pace might have been a little more important there. Don't know if he's got a gap through here or not to even hit it. Yes, he did. Or if he might not think back and try to maybe rifle through that and spin that 13 a little bit. Don't know if that's in his arsenal or not, but if he had that much room, he might have been able to work that ball to the hole. That much distance, so definitely a tall order. Going to be some defensive play here, I would imagine. Don't like that, though. That leaves up and down one rail. Like, I'm not even looking this way. I am straight going to the top of the table here. Or what, as we're looking at the bottom. Aiming probably right at the D at the blue diamond label on the top of the rail, right above our Billiard Life logo. Plays a bump safe, but he's going to get one back again. 8 ball is going to be in the way for sure this time. 13's in a worse angle now than it was before to possibly make it off the top rail, so may have to do it this time, but it's definitely a little less on the end of a good attempt than where the 13 was prior. I enjoy kicking and banking those, so might be just maybe a different feel for me with certain shots like that. And also, as I have said the whole time, everybody plays a little bit tighter in these tournaments, so sometimes your mind immediately clicks to that I need to play safe all the time rather than some of the time or most of the time, or in my case, rarely ever. As I said, good attempt, gonna move the 7. Able to hope maybe something tied up there. 13 does still stay tied up with 4. And it's right there, like I said, the kick down there to that 13 was much easier that first go around. Might not even try to make this 4. Just play a ball down safe or something. Just walk the cue ball up on the 13. Did well there. Definitely glad they didn't call the ball down safe because they might have left a little banky bank. Maybe he's going for the 3 ball there. Not sure. Just missed it some. Don't know if it miscued or slid or just that was a little bit odd for these guys to miss a map bar. They've been getting a little bit more dialed in. So I'm wondering if maybe he had a little slide or something there. This table's been playing pretty good in that respect though. Cloth's been behaving. Has been some complaints about the roll. Everybody's got a play on it. I know the first day I checked it, it was really good. It has started to unlevel itself a wee bit. But we're inside of a probably 100-plus-year-old building, so as they say, things are going to move. And like everybody said whenever I showed up the first day, it's an old building with a lot of holes in it already. So if you have to add a couple, don't worry about it. Was very appreciative to hear that. Sometimes trying to figure out how to put cameras and wires and things up can lead to some struggles, but I was very fortunate here with being allowed to do what I could and making work, I hope, kind of well out of what I brought along with me. As I have done some local work around my area in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, Hagerstown, Maryland, and around there is where I'm from. So big area for amateur pool there. I just try to get a little something going for streaming for us all. Was fortunate enough that I started on a NAPA league. Our league operator shared it with Tony. Me and Tony got to talking and been proud to bring you all the days of the 2024 International Championship. Pocket speed right there. I don't think he could have asked for anything more. Good angle to work. Just one rail back up 8 to the opposite corner. Just like so. Very good shot there. Not much to do with the cue ball here. 13 should keep it kind of out of danger. Good shot there, good pace. Lucky Ducks. Still trying to stay in there. Hanging around for another rack. 1-2 race now. not here to make friends should be feeling a little bit of pressure. Been a while since they've had that winning feeling. Don't think they want to lose this many straight and have to crawl into another set. Doesn't work well for your confidence, that's for sure. So here we go. Rack number 9. I think we've only had maybe 1 or 2 finals that haven't gone the full distance. Lots of gray hairs made this week. 5 balls in, cue ball stays out, 7 ball, or no, it wasn't the 7 ball. What ball was that up there? I seen it go in. I'm fairly sure it was solid in color. Must have been the 6 ball. They are right at it here. Trying to squeak the 2 across. That may not be a good thing there. Although quite the lineup here with the 10, 14, 8, 7, 4, 15, 3. Kind of starting with the 2 ball there. A little bit more structure. You'd think there was a drill set up on this table, not just recently broke. Seeing what they want to make here. I think I'm looking down towards the 8 that way. I'm not even looking up the table. All my mess is down here regardless of what you want to take, what you want to make. Be much more well served to... I don't even know what's going on now. We're eyeing a combo up. I mean, if you don't want to win the 8 ball, and you guys can be mad at me, I don't care. That's how you don't win. I'm not sure why you even attempt to start with a ball there. Plenty other opportunities going the other way on the table. Stripes were definitely the way to go, I think, but definitely not the combo. There were ways to get around that ball. Got not too fortunate there. Really wanted that cue ball to get a little more out in the middle of the table. Didn't do well with the rack they were given here. Still going to be some work to do for sure. Too thick on the 11 there. Cue ball is going to slow up. Here, make friend's going to try to put some balls in the hole. Tried to draw away from the one, it just catches the edge of it. Things are just getting a little hairy here for him. Not much, not big, but just little ticks here and there. Safety play with 3. Trying to keep it under the stack. Not sure if they kept safe the 15, which would have been the ball to keep hidden if they could. 3 balls in a good enough position for a hard play to just bump that stripe out of there. Going to have to do something a little bit more with the cue ball. Oh no, that's not the worst thing that could have happened. Had them keep the 7 ball kind of in a tussle with the 14 and 10. 8 ball nearby makes that a little less fun to run into. Smooth is the word of the day. That might have bumped out nice and clean there. I think the 7 goes in the side now. It's going to give some opportunity to move the 14 as well. Cue ball position is going to be massive here. Has a very small window. Cue ball's going away from the gap as well. Oops, sorry for cracking my mic there. Trying to work a little spin here. Holds it good enough. Now just has to be careful where the cue ends up for the 1. I think I'm going to try to work back to the side of the table where his hand is. And that's why. Just not enough room over there, especially on a 7-foot table. Those gaps get real small when you're coming off the rail. Your best bet's always just to let it run out to the other rail, because most of the times it's going to hit that rail, and that would have been a lot more room there than the couple of gaps that were through those holes. So we'll see if he wants to lift it. Is able to make good contact. 8 ball stays clean. Cue ball stays okay here. Won't be mad too much after that jump. Gonna have a lot of work to do for Lucky Ducks. There's some safety play here, but I think they can make a run at getting out. Try to make a couple ball. Oh, goodness. 9 ball just works out. If you're not steady and you don't hit center pocket on these tables, that's what they do. They do the same thing in Pennsylvania as they're doing right here. Same thing in Florida as they do right here. At least anywhere I played on a diamond. There's some finicky SOBs. Would have been a great ball to make there, almost. Looks like they're leaving the Yeah, I don't think that was the good ball to take there. The 11 ball was probably the easier one to make. Still got you up the table. It is in the way of the 8 ball, so you would look at it now and go, well, thank goodness it's still there. But I think if you make the 11, that gets you moving around the table, get you out. See how they can leave the cue ball here for a good shot on the 8. Stroke check for sure. Yep, tried to make sure that they didn't leave a bad shot. Not going to have any shot on the 8. Now the 11 can go in, no worry, if so decided. Safety play here is pointed at, said just move the 10 off the rail and leave the cue there. Should be a jump. Definitely plenty of room between the cue and the 14. But as close as the 15 is there, I don't think the jump and make is in play. I think he's just going to try to push a 14 into it. That's not going to work out. Trying to keep things a little cluttered up there. I don't know if I am a fan of that. I guess if he hits at the speed that he was thinking he could, was fine. I don't like this either. ball in hand and a little jacked up over the 8 ball. Plays well because the 14 is going to always stay in between the 1 and the cue as long as you let it roll forward. Just don't want to have to do too much. That'll be fine. Option here for the 9 ball. 2 straight on the 11. So you're going to have to go up the table. Angle to hit this off the 9 is very nice. Don't worry about holding it for the 13 because you're probably not. Like I said, you don't worry about it. You just roll it right back down the table, get yourself a better shot on one of the next balls and work it back up the table. As soon as in your head you say, I don't know if it's going to do it, look for something else. Think about extending the run of where the cue ball is going, looking into the 2nd and 3rd rail. And if you don't see that, then you just want to hit it softer and see if you can't make things happen with smaller movements. Had a little chance. Wants a little more chance here. Not going to get it there. Wanted the 1 to maybe get in the game. It is not. Now, 3 stripes and a solid. These guys are not feeling a little bit of confidence here. So he feels like he's missing everything and it's going in. Guess that's a good problem to have. Absolutely don't do anything crazy here. You make the 11. I'd make the 11, probably try to bump the 1 up to the long rail, get it out of the way, the 8 for sure, leave me the 14 in the side. Wanted the 1. He wanted that bump for sure. Great try. Can either pace this 14 in or there is safety play with 13. Two-way shot there. Good try. Effort was there, but 14 is not in a great spot now. May have been just as well just to roll the cue ball up into the 13 and break the 13 back down the table a little bit. But as I said earlier, hindsight is always 20/20. And I still have yet to miss a ball from where I am standing. Did well to trim the side of the 1 there. Not leaving much of anything. Probably not going to like the return shot that they have. Just want to make sure that you keep the cue ball behind the 8 ball. Just like so. Kicking 1 rail down to us here, trying to come back out. Good hit. Probably not getting everything they were looking for, but ought to be pretty good. Not sure the oh, there was, yeah, plenty of room there. He wasn't sure that there was enough room. Felt like there was because he overcut it there just a lot. And it seems like it passed the 14 by a good bit. Leaves quite the long shot here. Hand and rail placement are spot on. Cue ball speed is pretty close to spot on as well. Excellent shot there. Let's see if the deal can be sealed here. 8 ball in the corner. Tries to hit it smooth, but just not very good pace through the ball there. I want to say there was just a little bit of deacceleration kind of through the middle. And that's what happens when you're trying to kill your shot a little bit. You smoke the deacceleration, trying to slow it down, but you're only slowing part of the stroke down. Guess he wanted to leave an awkward hand placement backside bank for his partner here. If that was the case, he landed it perfectly. Otherwise, tough ask here. Very good attempt there. Eight ball is in, thank goodness, because the jukebox is now at a deafening level. Not sure why that is. But open doubles final. Not here to make friends. Going to pull that off. Like to thank everybody for tuning in, everybody for playing, showing up. Great time had by all. We'll have one more tomorrow, so make sure you